Hello everyone, Surfing Pikachu here, back with another Boomsday Project card review. This time I'm doing all the warrior cards. First up, 1 mana 1/3 Eternium Rover. Whenever this minion takes damage, gain 2 armor. And it has a mech tag. So this card is just great. First off, it's a 1 mana 1/3, good stat line. It's a mech, great tag, and it just has an upside, which is whenever it takes damage, you gain 2 armor, which, although it's not big upside, it's still a 1 mana 1/3 by itself with just a mech tag would still see play, especially in Warrior where they're getting magnetic synergy. So yeah, this is just a great card. If Mech Warrior becomes a deck, this will see play. It might even see play in like other Warrior decks because it's a 1 mana 1/3 with an upside. Next up, Weapons Project, 2 mana spell. Each player equips a 2/3 weapon and gains 6 armor. So the 2/3 weapon is nice. It deals with early game minions really well. 6 armor is fine. Uh, it's okay. Like 2 mana gain 6 armor would be an okay spell. Like there's the 1 mana gain 5 armor. And your opponent gaining that isn't really that important because if you play some like Control Warrior, you're gonna kill them eventually. It doesn't matter that they gain 6 armor. And the 2/3 weapon doesn't really help them that much because if you're Control Warrior, you're not gonna be playing that many small minions that they can trade into. So this becomes 6 face damage, which gets nullified by the 6 armor. So yeah, also it's weapon hate. It can destroy a weapon because it equips the weapon instead and takes over it. So yeah, pretty good card. Next up, Rocket Boots. 2 mana, give a minion rush, draw card. Yeah. If you compare this to like Charge, that's 1 mana less. It's basically the same effect. There's a couple fringe applications where Charge is different, but yeah, it's really not that different. And drawing a card's nice. It's just that gaining 1 more mana for it isn't really that good, especially since giving a minion rush with a spell, like giving 1 minion rush, isn't really that great of a buff. So yeah, this won't see play. Next up, Omega Assembly. 1 mana, discover a mech. If you have 10 mana crystals, keep all 3 cards. So this is honestly really good. Discovering a mech is fine for 1 mana. It's kind of like discovering a Death Rattle minion or discovering a taunt. But I mean, Warrior already has mech synergies, and if you're discovering them, you're getting either class Warrior mechs or just neutral mechs, and most of the neutral mechs are pretty good. But at 10 mana, this just becomes insane. It's just 1 mana gain 3 mechs. There are only Warrior mechs or neutral mechs, which is fine. They have mostly decent mechs. So yeah, it's just insane in Mech Warrior. Next up, Security Rover, 6 mana 2/5. Whenever this minion takes damage, summon a 2/3 mech with taunt. I mean, this would be much better if it had taunt. But 6 mana 2/5 is just awful stat line. And like, when your opponent deals with it, they're gonna deal with it in 1 attack or like 1 hit. So you're just 6 mana 2/5 Death Rattle, summon a 2/3 with taunt. I mean, it's fine. That would be a fine card, but it doesn't have taunt itself, so it really doesn't matter. Like your opponent can just ignore this because 2 attack isn't very strong, even though it's a mech, and they can magnetize stuff to it. You can magnetize stuff to it. If you're dropping a 6 mana 2/5, it's really not a good play at all. Next up, Dinomatic, 5 mana 3/4 mech. Valkyrie deal 5 damage randomly split among all minions except mechs. So it's kind of like Bomb Tosser, Mad Bomber. Yeah, dealing 5 damage randomly split among all minions is fine. It can even help synergize with a couple like Warrior minions. But where it really shines is if you're playing only mechs. Like if you're playing mostly mechs and you only have mechs on the board when you play this, it's just 5 mana deal random damage randomly among all enemy minions, which is pretty good. So yeah, this is an okay card. Next up, Beryllium Nullifier, 7 mana 3/8 magnetic. Can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Yeah. A 7 mana 3/8 isn't good. I mean, Spectral Knight was a 5 mana 4/6 with can't be targeted, and that never saw play. So this is just way too expensive for its stat line. The buff is okay. You could like potentially make a really beefy mech because of the can't be targeted. but a 3/8 is like the biggest problem is definitely that 3/8 stat line. Next up, Super Collider, 5 mana 1/3. After you attack a minion, force it to attack one of its neighbors. So in the demo video, what they had was 2 mountain giants. You hit one of them, and they both die, and that would be the best case scenario. Honestly, there's too many like just small minions in most decks. So even if you're clearing 2 minions, you're paying 5 mana to do it on small minions, which really doesn't matter that much. And like 5 mana is a little too late to just destroy 2 minions. At 5 mana, you'd rather use like Brawl or something to get rid of most of them. So yeah, I don't think this will see play. Next up, Dr. Boom, Mad Genius. 7 mana, Outcry for the rest of the game. Your mechs have Rush. Also, nice touch with the 7 armor. Yeah, nice homage to Dr. 7. Hero power is these 5 hero powers. It's displayed as big red button before you play it, but it just randomly changes between these 5 hero powers. Gain 7 armor, pretty good. Discover a mech, that's okay. Deal 5 damage to all minions, swaps each turn, that's fine. Zap Cannon, deal 3 damage, that's fine. Micro Squad, summon 3 1/1 Microbots. They're also mechs, so they gain the rush. Yeah, so they're all pretty good effects. Delivery Drone helps you like refuel. Blast Shield helps you survive a little longer. Kaboom helps deal damage, I guess. Zap Cannon's also good, it's 3 damage. And Micro Squad's it's summoning 3 1/1s. That's overpowered compared to Paladin's hero power. And they also have Rush, which is just even stronger. So the biggest problem with it is definitely that it doesn't do anything. Like the Battlecry is giving me max Rush. If you don't have mechs on board, or if you can't combo mechs with this, it's basically 7 mana, gain 7 armor. That's the biggest complaint. Otherwise, these hero powers might make up for like doing a dead turn. So yeah. Lastly, Warrior Legendary Spell, 9 mana, the Boom Ship. Summon 3 minions from your hand, give them Rush. So this is just pretty good, actually. Like you could play this in like Control Warrior as like a finisher with like Gromash, Charged Devil Sword, like 2 Charged Devil Swords. 2 Charged Devil Swords, a Gromash, and then Whirlwind or something, and then bam, that's 24 damage. Summoning 3 random minions from hand is always like nice. Giving them Rush makes it so that minions that can't attack that turn anyway now can attack, which is really good. So yeah, the biggest problem is it takes up your entire turn. At 9 mana cards are basically 10 mana cards, except you can sometimes, it depends on whether or not you have a 1 mana card to combo with it. But usually they just take up your entire turn. And is it worth it to take up your entire turn to summon 3 random minions? Yeah, it actually is. It depends on how you build your deck, but if you build it right, this is really good. And that's it for all the warrior cards. Next time, I'm doing all the neutral minions, and then I'm done. See you next time.